There are very few decisions that I have made as an adult that have been more liberating than getting out of debt. On today's episode of the Uzziah Show, are y'all ready for this topic? Do y'all want to know how to get out of debt? Let's tap in. I'm going to give y'all the secret on how I paid off over $95,000 in debt 2 years after graduating from college. I'm going to give y'all the 5 steps to debt freedom. The first thing that you need to do, you need to mentally commit yourself to look at the bigger picture, because a few years of sacrifice beats an entire lifetime of average. A lot of us will never get out of debt because we are not willing to make a sacrifice in the short term for long-term success. People that are too afraid to just grind for a few years to get out of debt, they do that at the expense of their entire life. This student loan ain't going nowhere. If you got student loans, it's not going nowhere. You can't bankrupt your way out of it. It doesn't matter how much money you make, how little you make, they're still going to require it. You cannot escape it. So why would you sign up for an entire life where all you do is work at a job that you can't stand because your bills and your debt is so high that you have no choice but to work at this job just so that way you can make minimum payments on something for the rest of your life? Why would you sign up for a life where you're paying everybody else? Come on, my people. You got to ask yourself, what do you value the most? Do you value comfort for an eternity, or do you value the best life possible? Because if you value the best life possible, that means that you're going to have to take a few years positioning yourself for long-term success. The second thing that you need to do is set up a zero-based budget where you set aside as much money as you possibly can. This excess money will go towards your debt category. You need to put yourself on a sustained period of cutting your budget down and putting more money towards your debt category in a way that can get you from where you are now to the end of your goal from start to finish. So if you are looking to truly get out of debt, you have to wrap your mind around the fact that the more that you get locked into checking your budget on a daily basis towards the goal of getting out of debt, the more your mind will look for new opportunities to create income. The reason why you're going to make more money on the path of getting out of debt is because the most important question that you're going to ask yourself is, how can I get out of debt faster? The minute that you start your budget and you start sacrificing certain things to put more money towards your debt, over time is going to weigh on you. Man, you see how much money I'm putting towards the student loan? I could have went on a vacation with this money. I could have bought some new Jordans. I could have bought a new phone, gave gifts. I could have done all of these different things. And the weight that you're going to carry behind the sacrifice that you're making is going to motivate you to get out of debt faster. You need to have time, money, and location freedom if you want to live the best life possible. A lot of us aren't really living, we're existing. And the more indebted you are, the less of life that you actually live. The third thing is to get a list of all of your debts. You need to collect all of your bills, which includes your student loans, credit cards, your auto loans, etc. And y'all know I always be looking out for y'all. I'm giving y'all a special gift. This is the loan and debt tracker. So as soon as you get bills that come in, create a pile in your house. This is just your little debt pile. You can put it in an office space. Just put a little label under it, call it debt pile. Just put every bill there. Once you got those bills, that's when you're going to get into this debt and loan tracker. and you're going to enter in the following information. You're going to enter in the name of your lender, the account, the balance, interest rate, due date, the link to the website where you will make an online payment, along with your login credentials. We're trying to create a path of least resistance so that way we can get rid of the debt as quickly as possible. A lot of y'all struggle with being able to pay off these debts because, damn, where's the bill at? I don't see it no more. Now you're scrambling and now you give up on trying to find it. I know how to pay this bill, but I don't understand how to pay this bill. You got to eliminate all of the confusion. Put all your debts on one page, put all the links right there on that sheet, so that way you never forget exactly where to go for every payment. I'm going to give you guys the loan and debt tracker. Y'all just shoot me an email, Uzziah@blackmanscareer.com, and I will send you this spreadsheet. Just plug in the information along the way. Right there, to just have that spreadsheet is half the battle. The fourth step towards debt freedom is for you to identify your personality type. Are you a disciplined nerd, or do you need some motivation? If you're a disciplined nerd, you like looking at spreadsheets. You like crunching numbers. You like doing things in a very scientific fashion. The disciplined nerd route only works if you already are good at managing money, you have the habit, and you're just trying to look for the best way to manage your money. So if you are that disciplined nerd, you want to pay off the account that has the highest interest rate first. If you're looking for some extra motivation, you need to pay the account with the lowest balance. Just look at the lowest balance debt that you have and just commit yourself to paying that one off. Just go through that experience. If you can pay that one off, you're going to walk away with certain lessons that, man, you know what? That one might not have been as bad as I thought. If I can pay off this one, I could pay off this other one too. And as you go through the process of doing that, you're rocking and rolling. The fifth and final step is for you to pay the monthly minimum on every account except that one. So if you are the disciplined nerd, you're going to pay the monthly minimum on all of your other debts outside of the account that has the highest interest. If you're the person that's not the financial geek, but you know you got to get out of this debt because you want to have financial freedom, start with the lowest balance account. It doesn't matter how much interest is on the other debts. It doesn't matter how much they are. Start with the lowest balance because you need to get in the game and you need to start making the momentum shift happen. Those are the 5 steps to getting out of debt. But I'm not done, because this is something that I wish that someone would have told me once I got out of debt. This is a big secret. Once you're out of debt, stay out of debt, because it's easy to go right back in.